All of them. And more. Running free in the dark. Heavily armed. Terminally dangerous.
Not good.
But who did this to me? Who broke them out of Arkham?
My guess is the brute I told you about. The one who busted up Killer Croc. Called himself Bane. And he's definitely got it in for you. Yes, the one I confronted in the Macklin brothers' hideout.
Come on. If we can't find the devil himself, his progeny are legion enough.
That's one of them, all right. The Mad Hatter. But why is he driving around the same block? And what happened to his stupid monkey?
Well, it took a while, my dear, but sooner or later I knew the bird would swoop low enough for your pounce. And since the bird is a falcon, my dear, hardly indigenous to Gotham, it must be someone's pet. Someone who apparently is watching us, and whom we may wish to watch in the future. The device is attached, my dear. Let the flapping thing away, and off we go to prepare the party.
He's not coming around again. Must have found his chimp and driven up on the side street. Which means I've lost him. Come on, Talon. Not much to report to Bane. But at least one of our Looney Stooges is active. And hopefully out to give the Batman fits.
You grab the hats, my dear. I'll leave the invitation.
Report of an alarm. Possible break-in at Haberdasheria on Salem.
Okay, I'll bite. What's a haberdasheria?
Fancy name for a place that sells hats.
Uh-oh.
Yes. And let's beat the police to the scene.
Nine random freakouts already results in 6 deaths with no rhyme or reason, no connections, no motives. An exhumation's nothing, Montoya, compared to this stink.
It's bad, all right. But given this list, Bullock, maybe we're lucky there've only been 9 incidents so far.
You're forgetting it only gets worse from here. The commissioner's already under heavy pressure from Mayor Kroll to wrap this whole thing up like a tiny miracle. Yesterday. But, you know, if we could figure out who busted him out of Arkham and why, maybe we could collar them all at once. But what kind of plan of crime would require the escape of so many lunatics?
Maybe. There is no plan, Bullock.
You're thinking someone sprung him out for the sheer hell of it, Montoya?
Or at the most a smokescreen. To distract us while something else goes down.
Then this is bad, babe. Wicked bad. 'Cause either way, it'd mean dealing with random lunacy, the kind of stuff detective school can't teach. Crimes without motive. Crimes no cop can anticipate, and almost impossible to crack.
Can't be Hill Street every day.
The Mad Hatter, all right. First of the major ones to make a move. And he wants us to be guests of honor at his latest celebration of madness.
That's some kind of invitation card?
Yes. To tea. And it's not polite to be late.
Nine separate cases of violent crime already, Dr. Flanders, all apparently linked to the massive breakout at Arkham Asylum. Is this what we can expect?
The only thing we can expect, Peter, is the unexpected. Right now, you see these mentally divergent patients are extremely disorientated and alienated. Therefore, they have no real motives in the traditional sense, nor can their actions be anticipated.
No motive, Dr. Flanders? Not even revenge?
Well, without getting overly hysterical, Peter, some of them may indeed harbor grudges over real or imagined slights.
Slights?
You must understand, Peter, that these patients are confused and may resent past treatment at the hands of wardens, orderlies, the police, prosecutors, judges, even a parent.
One might add, the only common link shared by most, if not all of those formerly incarcerated at Arkham, the Batman.
Indeed, Peter, the Batman's excessive force may well come back to haunt.
And if I were him, I would view this mass escape as my worst nightmare come true. And right now, I would find it very difficult to sleep.
Finally, Peter, we agree.
Only 5 more miles to the Tenniel estate. Want me to call Gordon?
No. No police. There may be enough bullets flying as it is. And I don't want any stunts from you either.
Hey, I'm cool. Just tell me what you want.
There may be other guests at this tea party. and they may still be heavily armed. You're strictly backup.
But...
Resent me all you want, but don't forget it.
Welcome, one and all! Apologies for making you leave your weapons at the gate, but they will be returned should the police arrive before our guest of honor. Right now, if you would be good enough to don the party hats at your place settings, our festivities may commence!
This is stupid, Hatter. I don't wear a hat for nobody.
Yeah, when you invited us to your party after the breakout, you said we could kill the Batman. So where is he? And what's wearing hats got to do with...
Put on the hats now! That's better. Eh, my dear? And since my computerized hat transmissions are now voice-activated, it remains only to say, hats induce strands! The hatband circuitry works perfectly, my dear, surrounding their skulls with signals that alter their alpha brainwaves, making them biological robots! Zombies obedient to the whims of my voice, transmitted through my hat to theirs. Too bad the Joker, Two-Face, Scarecrow, and the others failed to accept my invitation. But then, their ilk might have tried to spoil the party. In any case, Film Freak, I'm glad you accepted the invitation because I'm going to delegate our first item of business to you. Someone sprung us from Arkham for a purpose, Film Freak. Someone wants to use us. Like puppets, stealing my stick. And that someone, I'm convinced, has been watching me, and you're going to use this homing device to turn the tables. Also, here's an overcoat and a gun. Be whoever you want to be. Luca Brasi in The Godfather, Charles Bronson in Death Wish, Joel Cairo in Maltese Falcon, I don't care. Just go back to the city, follow the homing signal, and kill whoever belongs to the bird. Got it?
Got it.
Now, the rest of you be seated. A spot of tea will pass the time while we wait for our guest of honor.
Raymond Tenniel died years ago, willing his estate to be converted to public gardens.
Right now, the grounds are closed for the season, and Mad Hatter's using the place because...
Because Sir John Tenniel illustrated Lewis Carroll's Wonderland stories. And because madness knows no season or...
Hey, you alright? Maybe we shouldn't.
I'm fine.
We got big trouble, Bane. Some kind of homing device. It was on Talon's leg, but how it could have...
Give it to me.
There's someone down in the street casing the hotel. Some kind of electronic device in his hand.
Let me see.
Homing signal just cut out, Hatter. At North Point and 9th. There's a hotel here. I'm going to try the service entrance in the alley.
You do that, freaky boy. Anyone for more tea?
Now!
It's one of the Arkham inmates, all right. The one called Film Freak. Heading for the alley.
Don't make a move, Hatter!
Aha! Our guest of honor at last!
You stay here. While I kill him.
Sit down, Batman. Have a cup of tea.
What's your game this time, Hatter? Who is this Bane? What's he after? And why you helping him?
It's locked, Hatter. I may have to just watch the front entrance.
Transmitter and receiver in your hat. But who's using it?
Oh, just Film Freak reporting on Gotham's Night Live.
Also part of Bane's plan?
That's the second time you mentioned that name. But in reply, I can only say, who's Bane?
I'm Bane! And your killer is dead.
His voice, the same. Then it is him.
Hats, simulate our adrenal cortex! You wanted to kill the Batman? And here's your chance. Party party!
So how long does backup hold back? The Hatter for that machine gun, which means I've held back long enough.
Ah!
Hatter! What the?
Thank you, my dear. The perfect respite in which to finally finish off the...
Bag of fleas!
Dead!
They're controlled by the hats!
Got it.
Dead. You're garbage. And you're dead like the Batman.
He's wrong. We'll get him. I know we will. Hey, you're not ticked, are you? It was only one gun, but pointed at your back.
I saw it. 2 down. Mad Hatter and the Film Freak.
Yeah, and only the rest of the madhouse to go.
Plus Bane. It began last night. By twist of fate or machination. None of them care. The walls of Arkham came tumbling down. And now they're...
Free! Free to gather my legions once more!